Velites, thank you for love and support. I appreciate you all. Africans, majority of us haven't come to realize that we are backwards because of a system that was given to us. It's that system that is making sure that we do not progress, because the system is to subject us to oppression. Democracy, as we all know, that a lot of our leaders are hailing and are so proud that they have been able to keep democracy for these decades, is rather a tool meant for destruction. According to this lady, democracy is dead. That these people are using it to their benefit. There is nothing like democracy in this world. We don't have that freedom of speech because these people will always go after anybody that is not doing their bid. And we have seen it even in Africa. Their leaders are going after people that are criticizing the bad things that they are doing. According to her, we need to fear that European Union president. And she was the same person who was saying that they need to collaborate together as a union to intervene in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, just as they did for Ukraine. And we know what their intervention is, because according to her, what is happening in the Sahel, their interest is at stake. Africans, we really need to wake up. We have to understand that there is nothing these people left in the continent that is meant for our good. Whatsoever that is here in their name is there to help them. And that is why always they praise the leaders that are doing nothing.
Democracy is dead. Stone cold dead. Our regime uses pretty words to hide their intentions, but they pervert and invert our definitions all the time. They say that to maintain peace in Europe, we need to go to war with Russia. They say that to protect democracy, we have to ban right-wing parties. And they say that to safeguard freedom of speech, they need to censor disinformation. Just like in Orwell's 1984, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can find the embodiment of that regime in one person in particular. The worst leader of them all, the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen. And last but not least, when are we ever going to see those text messages in which she closed a 35 billion euro deal with Albert Bourla, the CEO of Pfizer? As I told you earlier, Ursula von der Leyen and the Eurocrats are most likely the ones reading my private messages, those of a private citizen. When are we going to see hers, those of a public servant spending billions and billions of our taxpayers' money? And I haven't even come to the fact that our legal system is also targeting individuals at an exceptionally fast rate. Not just politicians and activists, but also private citizens who dare to speak out against the regime are being targeted, arrested, prosecuted, and even sent to prison. Keir Starmer, also known as Two-Tier Keir, is an absolute master at that. He is turning the UK into one of the most free countries in Europe. Right now, he's even looking to introduce sentencing guidelines under which white men will be punished harsher than women and minorities. Ladies and gentlemen, last time I checked, there is a word for that: apartheid. My last example is a personal one. A few weeks ago, I got a notification from Apple saying that my phone was under mercenary spyware attack. Mercenary spyware. So we're talking highly sophisticated government-level spyware that is used for counter-terrorism. That means that they can look at me through my camera in real time, they can listen to my conversations, and they can go through every single file on my phone. That is what happens in Europe when a perfectly normal, law-abiding citizen goes against the grain. So, let's face the facts here.
The same people who are going around the world preaching democracy, forcing people to accept democracy, are themselves not practicing it. Because according to the lady, they have gone as far as tracking all her messages, whatever that she does on her phone. And these are the people that are always speaking to the world. And we, the Africans, will buy into it. And you get people who are calling Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso back to democratic rule and saying, if truly the people or the citizens love them as they say, why not conduct elections so that Europe can sit outside and have a say? We have still not understood the games these people are playing on us. Even their citizens are not allowed to practice democracy. Yet they go around preaching democracy to us, forcing us as Africans to accept it, even when we do not want it. Africans are a people of their own, and we have every right to decide the kind of system that we think is best for us. Why are they not forcing it on Chinese? And it is only Africans that are to practice democracy. We have mineral resources that they need. And now that Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have moved out of that system, they don't have the upper hand to control their mineral resources. And that is why they are fighting against them. If not, if the leaders are doing the right thing for their people and the citizens are happy with them, why must they sit down and be forcing a system that we do not like on us? But our leaders who are practicing and are happy because we know what they are getting out of it. If not by now, all Africans would have joined hands with Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to set themselves free, because we've seen that united we can fight these people. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are able to stand till this time because they have understood and united as a body. If you touch one, you have touched the rest. That is the reason to which they are surviving till date. This is what all Africans need to do. But we've seen that the other democratic elected are not willing, because they are also benefiting from that system. We have to wake up. Like General Assimi Goïta said, it is we the youth that can fight for the better Africa we are looking for. So we have to rise up, team up, and fight for that liberation, so that the next generations that will come, we wouldn't leave this kind of system for them to come and inherit. It is our responsibility. Thanks to social media, we can now educate ourselves and reveal the truth to ourselves. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. And in Hungary,